So that's the plan for today. Test this sucker out. Just got it in last night. It is a Sea Night. It's got 12 bearings in it. It's the least smooth reel I've ever felt. And it's got more bearings in it than every reel I've got except for one. So, put a jig on it, 20-pound fluorocarbon. We're going to see if it holds up today. So, it's rainy. My truck still messed up and I don't want to go fishing in the boat today anyways. So, we're going to go off the bank. Try to catch one. Every time I get new stuff, I really want to go fishing. So, I'm going to see how it works. Okay guys, so before I start, this reel is $40. It was like $38.99, and I'm supposed to be getting my money back for it through some kind of a program they do. But anyways, that's a magnetic brake reel. I do not use magnetic brake reels ever. That's why I use Shimano's. I think they cast better. I'll use centrifugal brakes, what I'm talking about. I never use magnetic brakes. I don't like the way they skip. I don't like the way they cast. And this reel is a little bit higher profile than most ones I use. It's kind of a design we've seen on a couple other reel companies, but it's a $40 reel, so it's hard to beat. It looks really good for $40. I don't have a lot of line on it, so it's not going to cast too true, but we're going to test it out and see if it's worth $40 anyways, so stay tuned. Not bad, not bad for a first cast. Oh, anti-reverse slipped already. So cast number one, anti-reverse slipped. Man, now I know why I don't use a 6.3 to 1 for a jig. Maybe asking for it right here. Look at that. Oh, reel's not bad so far. See, I feel like a lot of inconsistencies in the cast. So one cast it really peels off nicely, the next cast it's like, well, there goes anti-reverse slipping big time. But some casts it'll really peel off, and the next cast you can really feel the magnets kick in and pick the bait up. That's why I don't like magnetic reels. I just feel like they're real inconsistent. Like that time it just peeled off. The next time you'll just see the tension tighten down and the bait come up. That's why I don't like them DC reels. They do the same thing. I had one. Oh God! Still got it. Ow! Ow! I hope y'all saw that. I set the hook and my anti-reverse just straight slipped so hard I nailed myself in the chest with the reel. Oh my goodness! I like stabbed myself. Man, I hope this camera's working. That's a little bitty fish on this. This is a Big Bunny Baits rubber jig. It's got a really good hook gap. That rubber's good when the water's cold. That little bitty fish absolutely pretty much broke this reel. Ow! I set the hook very hard trying to break this reel, and and the reel, the anti-reverse slipped and just nailed me in the chest. Daggum! Hope that was recorded. Still got my little headpiece on, but so far the reel actually casts pretty good for a magnetic reel. Like I said, I don't like magnetic reels, but it actually cast decent. I was able to skip it a couple times, and it casts pretty good most of the time. Now, the anti-reverse, which I don't know if a lot of you know what that is, but there's a bearing under the handle that allows the handle to spin one way and not backwards. And basically, it locks in place every time. So, like, you shouldn't be able to spin it backwards at all. And this one, whenever I set the hook, the handle spun backwards, and I came up and hit myself in the chest, like, hard, because I set the hook hard trying to break that reel. But everything in it feels pretty solid besides that. So for $40, it's actually not a bad reel if the anti-reverse was better in it. Now this one is not usable, obviously, because of the anti-reverse, but maybe if they fix that, I think they're a relatively new company. If they fix that, it would be a decent reel for 40 bucks. Oh man, he thumped it. Like a straight up good jig bite right there, man. Got it again. He's little. Tell by the way he bit it that time, he's for sure little. But he is thumping it. That one don't feel too little there. Nope. Man, he's digging. Don't tell him the water's less than 50. Ooh, dropped him on the daggum ground. Sorry, buddy. Look at that one. Y'all better be recording. That big money baits jig, rubber skirted jig, man, that thing is, when the water's cold, that rubber skirt, man, they like it. That is a chunky, good one right there, man. Look at that sucker. On a $40 reel, cheapest reel I've ever caught a fish on for sure. Make sure y'all recording. All good. I'm gonna show y'all the release. Had me a bite. Must be a little one, man. Got him. Once again on that brown rubber jig. It's like a cold water staple, man. It's an awesome bait. Another one on the old little sea night Viper. Make sure y'all are on again. Man, they're eating that old rubber jig up today. In the wintertime, man, you need a rubber jig like that with a do-nothing trailer. That is a wintertime staple, without a doubt. Little bitty pretty one, too. Okay, so it's kind of low down for me to bring this reel back here because I know it probably has some PTSD from what happened here a couple weeks ago. But we don't talk about that incident. And this is the strategy for the day. I only brought 2 baits, 1 on each rod. So I went to the places where I'm least likely to break it off, and the next place is where I'm most likely to break it off. So we done caught 4 on that new reel, and hopefully we can catch 1 more, maybe a big one. Reel's actually holding up pretty good besides the anti-reverse. So stay tuned, we'll try to catch 1 more. Alright folks, so my thoughts on this reel is that it's actually not bad. This one is not usable because of the anti-reverse, but feels pretty solid other than that. It's got a lot of power. The gears are kind of rough. Like you really feel them grinding together. Like they've got 11 bearings, but obviously not in the right spot. So I'm definitely not saying never buy a sea night reel, but definitely right now I would wait till they get these kinks worked out. So I don't know if they're ready for the public to buy yet. It may just be for people that test them right now. But if they get all these kinks worked out, anti-reverse a little better, put these bearings in the right spot, it could actually be a pretty good reel for pretty cheap. But hopefully I'll get another one. They got one that's a little bit better that I wanted to get, but that's the only one they can send me right now. So hopefully they get these kinks worked out, but right now I wouldn't buy a sea night reel. Not till they get everything fixed up. But anyways, if you like that video, I actually caught 4 fish on that thing. But I had to hold the handle for the last 3. I knew the anti-reverse one slipped, so I held the handle in one hand to make sure that it couldn't unreel backwards. So if y'all like that video, leave a like, leave a comment, hit that sub button. The channel's been growing super fast. So hit that sub button, guys. I appreciate it. See y'all.